Please welcome my co-chair for this afternoon for the last session of the day, Sara Feldman.
If you don't know by now, my name is Sara Feldman. I'm the physical therapist and assistive technology professional at the MDA ALS Center of Hope at Temple University College of Medicine, which is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And today I'm going to be talking about using consumer devices as environmental control. My objectives are that at the end of my discussion, you will know more about using these devices than you did at the beginning. I have nothing to disclose, however, I'm going to be talking about a lot of different brands. I don't get any money from these brands. I wish I did get money from these brands. I spent a lot of money on these brands. What is a smart home? A smart home uses internet-connected devices to enable management of different appliances and systems. In this case, what I'm going to be talking about requires electricity, internet, and Wi-Fi. The components, you have an input device that determines how you control the appliance. You have a control unit, which is a central processing unit that takes the signal in and then sends the signal out. And then you have the appliance itself that receives the signal. How do you make a smart home? Well, there's commercially installed systems. You can have it integrated into your durable medical equipment. You can do it yourself, or I'm going to be talking about today is consumer-based products. Commercially installed systems. This is the gold standard for electronic aids to get daily living. In this case, somebody does an evaluation to determine the person's needs based on their physical capabilities. The system itself is designed, engineered, manufactured, and installed by trained professionals. This can be an entire home or residence. It's customizable. People are able to keep up with the technology, and you have technical support. This is the most expensive. These examples, a really good example right here near Boston is Steve Sailing has a house. So you can please look that up later. The nice thing about going last is I get to talk to everyone throughout the day. And this is like I said, this is the gold standard. This is somebody's actually coming out and helping. That's not what I'm talking about. Integrated assistive technology. Again, thank you very much, Amber, for discussing use of power wheelchairs and AuCom to control devices in your home. Do it yourself. This is actually where we started at our center. We have a biomedical engineering student. The different ones, you may have met them at different meetings. They designed products for us using Arduinos. They make their own things. This was a little bit beyond, again, myself. That brings us to consumer products. Again, this consumer products, you're still going to have an input device. In this case, it's going to be your smartphone or your tablet, or these smart speakers or home assistants. You're going to have a control unit, which is going to be a smart hub or device, and then the appliance itself. Now, the appliance can be just directly, that you're sending the signal directly to the appliance, or it can be indirect, that you're sending the signal to the outlet, and that's going to turn the appliance on or off. So, again, this circle of life here in the Wi-Fi enabled world, your input device is going to be a smart speaker, a tablet, you have a control unit, then it sends the signal out of your home into the cloud and then back into your home into the appliance. And yes, I did choose a very old-fashioned appliance. So let's talk about tablets or smartphones. That, again, is going to be in your input device, what you're going to handle, what you're going to touch. But you can't just touch your phone and say, hey, I want that light to go on or off. You then need the next step, which is going to be the smart device or the hub. You're going to have to download an app, and then you're going to have get the appliance to talk to. So I think the best way to show this is by an example. On the Apple, in Apple products, the iPhone or the iPad, for example, there is the Apple HomeKit app. And you just, it comes already on your phone or your tablet. And you're just going to, let's see here. Once you open that, the tablet itself will tell you what different devices, if I can figure out this light. These are the different devices that you can then get to put on your, to make into smart devices. So it's lights. I can't read it. All right, if anyone can read that. It's lights, thermostats, fans, whatever you can think of. If you click on, I'd like to shop for a device, it will then take you to this page, so you can then, it will tell you where you can buy, or what different devices that you can buy to attach to link to your tablet. So I went out and I bought an Insignia smart plug. It said that it was compatible with the Apple HomeKit. I plugged it in. I downloaded the app. I paired it with my device. And I was able to control a light with, by using the app. So I have now on my phone the app. I can, with this switch with my thumb, turn it on and off. You saw beautifully Amber demonstrated how you could use switch access to go in and switch you can go in and switch this on and off with accessible switch. And since this is on my iPhone, I can use Siri. And I can say, hey Siri, turn my bedroom light on or off. The next step that I want to talk about, the next device, is using a smart speaker or home assistant. Like somebody else said, these are very popular these days. Amazon Echoes, the one that I use the most. Amazon Echo now has an Echo. It has an Echo Dot. It has an Echo Plus. It has an Echo Spot. It has an Echo Show. The Echo Show, you can do video calls. You can do video conferencing with the Echo Show. So these are a lot of fun. And that's how much they cost in the US. There's also the Google Home, and they have a Home Max, Home Mini now too. And then Apple HomePod is coming out with their big device coming soon. They said December 2017, now they're saying early 2018. The smart assistants come with basic features. So there's basic features built into the smart speakers. And that's the first level of home automation. And then on top of that, you can get them to speak to these devices, these hubs or smart devices. So here's the Amazon Echo example. So the basic features, it's a hand-free speaker that you can control with your voice. And this connects to the Alexa voice service. So all those things you've seen, the Saturday Night Live video and everything like that where they're talking to Alexa, that's what this system uses. So you can say, Alexa, play country music, and she will. You can say, Alexa, how many inches are there in a meter? And she'll tell you. So there's some very basic information that you can use with the system itself without having to get the other devices. Now, the kind of cool thing, too, that we found just anecdotally talking with patients is some of our older patients, grandparents, they said this has actually increased their interaction that they have with their grandchildren because their grandchildren think it's so much fun to come over and talk to Alexa. In addition, you can make phone calls using both the Echo and the Google Home. And that's that can be a big deal for people who don't have access and can't use their phones. They can say, I can say, Alexa, call Hannah Banana, which is my daughter, just want to say. Or Google Home, you would say, okay, Google, call Hannah Banana, and it will make that phone call for you directly to their cell phone, if they're in your contacts. And if you've seen the commercial, if you're in the US, you may have seen that now they have, they can recognize your voice. So if I go in and I say, call my sister, it's going to be different from my husband going in and saying, call my sister. It will recognize the voices. So those are the basic features. And then on top of that, you add the individual smart devices. So again, now I can read this one, okay. Outlets, you have lights, fans, thermostats, doorbell. The Ring doorbell is very popular right now because then you can see who's on your doorstep. Because the doorbell itself has an activation, video activation when somebody's in front of it. Video security cameras so you can control who you're letting in. Again, this is very big. If somebody has to let in a caregiver or somebody's coming and they want to be able to let them in and they don't want to give that caregiver a key. And then, of course, the appliances. You can also add smart device hubs. So the smart devices can be that it goes from one thing, so I'm going to one light, one outlet, one fan, or you can have it go to a hub, and then that hub can control the lights, the fans, the thermostat. So there's both ways you can do it. And this is just an example of a hub, and you can see it shows the different devices that can be hooked up to it. I'm going to do another individual example. I'm going with the outlet again because I think this is a nice basic example and a great way to start. So now you want to turn a light on and off using your Amazon Echo. So you get the Wemo switch again that Amber mentioned. This is a Wi-Fi enabled plug and it's going to control off and on. You download the app. You link the device to your Wi-Fi and your phone. I now have my office light hooked up to my phone. I can use this with my phone. I don't have to use Amazon Echo, but if I want to now use Amazon Echo, you now connect Amazon Echo to that Wemo device. So now all I have to do is say, turn my office light on. Okay. I guess it really doesn't matter if it's sideways. But the other cool thing is that if I have a tablet and I'm using it as my voice, just a speech device, or you can actually use a speech generating device, you can get that to talk to the Echo.
Alexa, turn on the office light.
Okay.
So that's a very basic thing. And then what a lot of people want to do though, is they want to control their television sets. So here's just some different examples. Again, like John said, I need another hour to go through all of these things, but this will be available and you can always look it up as far as how to pair these different devices with the television. So let's just use again the Amazon Fire one as an example. Here it is attached to the back of the television. You download the app. I've now downloaded the app. I can now control my television using my cell phone, so I can use that intermediate, and these are all the different things available, Netflix, blah, blah, blah. Or I can connect it to my Amazon Echo, so now I can say, Alexa, I'd like to watch country music videos. The gaming systems I just want to talk about briefly. When I first wrote my abstract several months ago, when I first was working on this was a way that a lot of people were using. The Amazon devices and the Google devices actually weren't quite at this level for everything. I mean, every time I was working on my presentation, I'd get another notice saying, oh no, guess what your Amazon Echo can do today? I'm like, no, don't tell me. But if you had the old Xbox One device, and some people still do, the one that you could just talk to, you didn't have to push a button at all, we did have people watching their television this way. One gentleman would just say, I'd like to watch Netflix. So they've changed it since they upgraded it, and now it's the Cortana. It doesn't actually work the same way, but I did want to keep this in there, and I also just wanted to keep it in here just to let you know how much things have changed. So the questions to consider are what do I want to do? How will I access it? What do I already have? Will other people use it? How much tech support do I want or need? And how much do I want to spend? This website, Jay Smith, every 90 minutes, I do highly recommend that. This gentleman, Jay Smith, is living with ALS, and he uses a lot of this technology. And I'd like to thank everyone I work with ALS who constantly challenges me to come up with the next idea. And what about using my Amazon Echo, and what's next? And questions, if there's any time.
Right. Thank you, Sarah. So do we have questions from the floor for Sarah? No. Gosh, you got very quiet this afternoon then, in the last two presentations.
Alexa.
No one question at all? No? Yes, one.
This is exciting, Sarah. Oh, well, just a comment that after this session, I'm going to show you a microphone that can connect with the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Since you give the ALS patients so many options for them to do it for themselves, maybe the next thing you can do is to lead them to sing. Oh, at least their family members. I'll show you the.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean this had right.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I mean this isn't medical. The Amazon Echo, the Google Home, none of them are medical. That's kind of the cool thing. People can just use them and not expensively to control things.
In a very creative way. And
Yeah.
It gave them so many options.
Yeah.
I look forward to see the outcome for the patient, whether their survival gets increased with this more options.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anything finally for Sarah? No, then please thank Sarah once again. Then, did you want to say about